Well, Tommy Holloway was a Vietnam veteran awarded with the oldest military award there is, the Purple Heart. His family could have never imagined his story would end like this. Signs of an impactful storm very evident here in North County. In fact, let me get out of the way and show you what's on the ground. It's a reminder of what they already know. In an emergency, seconds matter, especially when firefighters make their way inside of a burning structure and can't see a thing. Well, a St. Peter's man is in jail, charged in a motorcycle crash that killed a 4-year-old boy. Before you go, Annie, maybe we should explain to people exactly what nitric acid is used for, and I can only imagine it's probably pretty harmful if you come in contact with it. Investigators tell me the victim then somehow convinced the bad guy to make a quick stop at a nearby restaurant, not knowing she was plotting her next move. Neighbors helping neighbors, and I tell you what, folks in this community really need it right now. It's a very similar story that we're seeing in many neighborhoods right now. Downed power lines, damage on homes. Well, if you've been outside, you have certainly noticed it. Finally, some relief from the extreme heat.
Feels like we all picked up and moved cities,
yeah,
right?
It really does.
Joining us now.
And I'm Brent. Democrats are now claiming Republicans will pay a price at the ballot box. NBC's Monica Alba reports from Washington. Polls opened early this morning in the city's 8th ward with a crowded field of candidates running to represent downtown, Soulard, and the St. Louis riverfront. Our political editor Mark Maxwell is live in St. Louis after catching up with all 5 candidates. Mark, what's at stake here? FEMA just opened a new disaster recovery center in Clayton to help anyone affected by the May 16th tornado or the March 14th and 15th storms. The center is at the Mid-County Branch Library right here off Maryland Avenue. Weather impact now, and we have a live image coming in over downtown St. Louis. There it is. The sun is shining brightly, and we're even getting a break from that steamy weather. Question is, how long will it last? Chief Meteorologist Scott Cotto now with the answer. Today, a new law took effect in Indiana, inviting counties in Illinois to join the Hoosier State. Those include Madison, Calhoun, and Clinton counties. They're among the 33 counties that voted to leave the state, saying Illinois laws favor Chicago. Now, some lawmakers say getting these Illinois counties would cost Indiana a lot of money, and that's because some of them take almost twice as much state money than they do in taxes. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker says it's all a stunt. About that, experts say many are suffering from what's called news fatigue. Ivan Rodriguez breaks down how to spot the signs and what you can do to protect your peace of mind. July is National Ice Cream Month, and a local chain is celebrating with a taste of the golden age of Hollywood. Check it out. Clementines just announced 5 new flavors inspired by old Hollywood legends. And here's some sweet history. It was President Ronald Reagan who designated July as National Ice Cream Month back in 1984. And then much later, in 2008, Missouri named the ice cream cone as its official state dessert. Well, and Mike, we raced to the scene just as soon as we got word, and I can tell you now, nearly 3 hours later, still a very active scene and a suspect now fighting for life in the hospital. Let's go ahead and take you straight to the video that we captured just moments ago, giving you a wide view of the area. This is off of Rambler Drive near Gravois in Afton. The call came in just after 7 o'clock tonight. There was some type of domestic situation happening on the front porch of a home here. At one point, police tell us that the suspect involved threatened that he would open fire if police were called. Well, police did arrive on the scene and he kept his word. Authorities say he opened fire, officers opened fire, and somehow the suspect was hurt. We spoke with police not too long ago who say they really don't anticipate situations like this.
We don't want these types of things to happen. We don't want to shoot anyone. No one comes to work thinking that they're going to be involved in something like this. But unfortunately, we do have to protect the public. That's our job.
I can tell you there were 2 St. Louis County police officers who responded to the home here. I'm told per protocol they are on administrative leave as the department investigates everything that happened here. Again, to wrap up, 1 man in the hospital fighting for life now after being shot when officers opened fire. We will continue to follow this story into the night and the early morning. Stay with 5 on your side. Live in Afton, Brent Solomon, back to you. Well, Mike, I just had an extensive conversation with former Mayor Clarence Harmon. Now 83 years old, he says right now St. Louis is at a crossroads with a golden opportunity to spark change. On the night of the 4th of July, young people taking over the streets of downtown. The moments of chaos captured and now quickly spreading on social media.
I used to always say if we lose downtown, we'll lose the city. And I think the time is nigh. The time is right here for us to collectively understand that.
I shared some of the videos with St. Louis's first black police chief and former Mayor Clarence Harmon.
If you were the police chief today, what would you be doing a day after that video?
Well, the day after that video is when I'm going to try to find out where were my police officers? Why didn't you see some of them when you saw all of that?
On top of people illegally shooting fireworks out of cars, into buildings, and at each other, someone stole a scissor lift and drove it down Market Street. Others set at least 2 porta potties on fire. Add to that 2 separate, non-deadly shootings, one of them leaving the Bank of America building on Market Street with damage from a bullet. It comes weeks after police released this photo of a separate incident. Teens toting guns following a deadly mass shooting downtown. Still no word of any arrests.
A Wild West kind of attitude, we'll do what we want to do, with their understanding that nobody else is going to do anything about it. But there needs to be a plan, publicly broadcast, talking about what it is we need to do. We need to have a whole lot of people from the community, in government, in the churches, in the schools, the mayor, police chief, political organizations, churches, fraternal groups. We're at a crossroads in St. Louis. We can decide to change the trajectory of where it is we seem to be going versus what it is we think we can do.
Today, police told us that they did the best they could last night with the resources they have, bringing in additional detail and moving resources around as they saw fit. I also heard from the mayor's office tonight. They tell me she's speaking directly with young people, finding out what they want and what they need. She's also hoping that pay raises will bring on extra police officers and keep the ones that we have. And finally, she's calling on regional partners to address what she's calling a regional problem. Mike. Some neighbors here say they're fed up. They've caught the attention of some of their aldermen who all gathered here tonight to begin the process of trying to remove the mayor. But that never happened, and here's why.
What is the meeting about? This ain't no meeting.
An explosive start to what was supposed to be a special meeting in Pine Lawn Thursday.
You trying to start? I didn't play that game. You don't know who you're talking to. You need to get out of here tonight.
Police called to the scene to make sure things didn't get out of hand when tensions escalated. Certain aldermen were planning to hire an attorney separate from the city attorney to oust Mayor Terry Epps. But when they tried to go into executive session, the city attorney told them this meeting does not follow protocol. It wasn't posted and advertised for 24 hours.
He is not representing us. He's representing the mayor. This is another tactic to try to keep us from meeting and doing what we need to do.
We're not going to go back and forth like this.
Neighbors say they want more transparency.
He doesn't give us invoices on anything.
And improved city services.
We got trees hanging on wires. They will not come and cut it.
They say a city audit hasn't been conducted in years, leading them to question the state of the city's finances.
We're here because we don't like the confusion. We want to go forth and get this city where it needs to be.
The city is doing great under my leadership. We're working hard to keep the city going and doing good. We're trying to take care of the residents. And my fight to continue to improve our community is going to keep going. You know, I don't have time to focus on the negativity that goes on. My focus is on building and uplifting this community.
You know, the mayor has been in office here for nearly 8 years. He says the people elected him on 4 separate occasions. But that's not stopping that group of neighbors who you just heard from, who say they're getting with their alderman right now to re-advertise their intentions and move forward. And